Alright, bro. God damn, bro. That shit crazy, bro. They finally let a nigga see the chat in this hoe. Man, Contender Regime, boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. Say it's Merlot Fridays, bro. I apologize for the technical difficulties, bro. YouTube wasn't trying to let a nigga be great, dog. This shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just trying to get on this hoe and talk that shit, bro. Hey, my fault, y'all, bro. YouTube wouldn't let a nigga be great. They wouldn't let me see the chat. Now I can see the chat. We good, man. What's happening? This shit crazy, man. Got your boy up in this hoe looking janky as hell, boy. That shit wow, man. Let's get it. Salute to you, Viscane, Vincent Beast in the building. What's going on, brother? Salute to you, dog. Jay Cooley, what's going on, bro? You see they tried to hold me on the chat, bro. I couldn't even see the chat, dog. This shit crazy, and I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to turn up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even let me see the chat, bro. Come on, dog. We trying to turn up in this hole, man. Yeah, bro. They don't want to see a nigga turn up in this hole, but we gonna cook. Oh, the show gonna go on. The show about to go on, dog. Ain't no way they stopping this shit, dog. Ain't no way, man. Let me adjust this hoe. They got this bit too close. You know what I'm saying? G Mays in the building. Hey, salute to you, brother. Hey, appreciate y'all for hanging in there, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging in there, man. Let me adjust my damn chair in this hoe. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about. Big Dose 513 in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank y'all boys for coming on in. Let's see if we can get this hoe shaking, man. Let's see if we can get this hoe shaking, man. We definitely gonna run through that top 5 welterweight list. I got some things to talk about on that shit, man. Derek Lincoln in the building. Salute to you, bro. Thank you so much. Oh, you say you got some news? What's up, G? What's up, man? You say you got some news? Heard Spence and Crawford fight happening now 2020. Absolutely. I believe that, bro. I believe that. I definitely think that shit going down this year, 2020, bro. I believe that. You know what I mean? It's too much talk going on right now. It's too much heat around the fight right now, bro. It gotta go down 2020, dog. Bob said it. Okay. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. You know, Bob Arum said a lot of things, but I'm with it because Earl and Bud say they gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? The agitator in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. Appreciate the love and the support. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get everybody back up in here, man. YouTube was tripping. I ain't never had to do this shit, bro. I had to cut the live out 3 times and reset that hoe up. Like, if I ain't got no chat, what the hell I'ma do? You know what I'm saying? If I can't talk to my people, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point of being on this hoe if I can't talk to my people. Like, come on, bro. That shit crazy. They tried to hold me. But it's all good, though. Say they're in negotiations now. What I would like to see, though, honestly, I would like to see how Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder did, where they go ahead, they go ahead and negotiate the fight, have a date set up. So even though they having a little in-between fights, that shit is a for sure go. You dig what I'm saying? G-May said, I was like, bruh, should have been on. Hell yeah, bro. They tried to hold me, dog. You know what I'm saying? They tried to hold me, but hey, we ain't gonna let that shit stop. We gonna cook. You know what I mean? Whoever we can get back in here, it's all good. We gonna cook, man. We got a lot to talk about. The Labnificent Media Group in the building. Salute to you, bro. Say, been following for a while. Dope channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that, G. 100. D Luckett in the building. Salute to you, family. What's up? Urban Hendry in the building. Salute to you, bro. Breaking news. Jenny Porter just came out today and said his son wants to fight next. Why you gotta call him Jenny, bro? You crazy. That man said Jenny Porter. Hey, But hey, Big Kenny, you gotta call Kenny Big Kenny, bro. Big Kenny be walking around this whole like he running shit. Hey, Big Kenny say they want to fight, bro. They want to fight, dog. Don't believe nothing else. When Big Kenny come out and say, remember when Earl was really trying to fight Sean Porter? You know what I'm saying? K Diddy, you feel me? K Diddy, aka Big Kenny. Remember when Earl was like first trying to fight Sean Porter? Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really like mentioning Earl and nothing like that, but Kenny Porter, he was the one really controlling everything. He said, look, Earl, he ain't earned it yet. He ain't ready yet. You feel me? He ain't on this level yet. See, Kenny was the one that was making the decisions. So that shit ain't changed. People want to act like they forgot how that shit work over there at Team Porter. We know Big Kenny the one that make the decisions over there. You know what I'm saying? The agitator in the building, he say, man, Contender uses only the truth and the facts when he cooking. Hey, 100. You already know that's how we get down over here at Contender Regime Boxing, man. That's how we get down. Big Doe say he is running shit when it comes to his son. Saw how he handled son during the Spence fight. Real talk. That's real talk. Ivy Webb in the building. Salute to you, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. You always hold it down. Appreciate that. For real. 100%. Man, I appreciate y'all coming back in the chat after YouTube tried to shut your boy down. But we ain't going. We ain't going, man. It's Merlot Fridays, man. But you see, I'm on that player passion. I wish y'all could look into my cup. You know what I'm saying? You see, you got that. Ooh, you can't even look at that. Ooh, you can see the reflection off the side of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got your mean ass tequila in that bitch. You got your, you know what I'm saying, Simply Lemonade and a squeezed orange in that hole. That player passion, you feel me? But yeah, man, it's going down, bro. 2020 about to be lit. 2020 about to be lit for sure. It's hella shit going down in 2020, man. Hella big fights. You know what I mean? A lot of people got some stuff to prove. You know what I mean? Everybody got something to prove in 2020. That's what I feel like. Everybody got something to prove in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Irvin Hendry say, Kenny, Sean, Bob, Al, PBC wants to fight, so what's the holdup? The holdup, to be you talking about for the Sean Porter fight? If you asking what's the holdup for that, that's Bud and them holding that up. Antoine Jones, hey, Big Ace in the building. Antoine Jones, man, that's my brother right there, man. Big Ace in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming on through. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know if you had caught the first couple of times I tried to get on this hoe, bro. YouTube was tripping. I couldn't even see my motherfucking chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? They try to shut your boy down. We ain't going for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to cook today, dog. It's Merlot Fridays, bro. You know what I'm saying? The soulmates in the building. Salute to you, brother. Salute, man. Y'all hit that like button as y'all slide through the building one time, man. Go ahead and pour your drink. If you sipping Merlot, pour that thing up. If you got your player passion like your boy got tonight, pour that thing up, man. Hey, do your thing. It's going down. We got a mean-ass storm going on in Dallas, Texas right now, which means I'm going to sleep good as hell tonight. I hope that shit keep on going. You feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Montavia Berry in the building. Salute. What's happening? We in here, though. You feel me? So, man, what y'all think about that top 5 welterweight list? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that, man? You know, I kind of got like some specific feelings about that shit, man. The agitator say Ennis. What you think about Ennis, man? I like Ennis. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking to my partners, and shout out to my brother Big Ace, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to my partners about the top 5 welterweight list, but this was even before Ring Magazine updated they shit. We was talking about this shit way before that. G May say Thurman should be second behind Earl. You know what? I definitely think Thurman should be like, you know what I'm saying? I know what they got. They got Earl number 1, Bud number 2, Manny Pacquiao number 3. They got Thurman at 4 and Sean Porter at 5, right? If I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Smitty Smith in the building. Salute to you, brother. What's going on? What's happening, man? Shout out to everybody sliding through the building. Salute. But I think they got it like this. So it's Earl number 1, Bud Crawford number 2, Manny Pacquiao number 3, Thurman 4, Porter 5. Okay, okay. As far as Thurman being number 2, honestly, bro, hold on, G Mays. Hey, you on to something, bro. You on to something, G Mays, but I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. Miracle Video Productions in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. Hey, y'all on to something. Y'all peeping what I'm peeping. But I'm a remix. I don't think Thurman should be number 2. You know what I'm saying? Ancestral Rage in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much. I don't think Thurman should be number 2, but I don't think Bud should be number 2 either. That's facts, bro. And we gonna break this shit down, bro. Like, and it's simple. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, it ain't the question or the list is predicated off of the top 5 welterweights. You know what I'm saying? What have you done at 147 pounds? You know what I'm saying? The top 5 welterweights. When you're talking about the top 5 welterweights, you got to think about the whole resume at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Not just because you a title holder, because Jeff Horn was a title holder too. But I mean, and he did get a very controversial victory over Manny Pacquiao. But at the time, would have put Jeff Horn as a top 5 welterweight just because he was holding that belt? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. I wouldn't put Bud at number 2. I would have Earl Spence, honestly, Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter. That's tough. You might could put, you can change out Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. You can have, and I wouldn't be mad at your list if you had Sean Porter 3 or if you had Keith Thurman 3. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm going to put, just because as of late, I'm going to put Sean Porter 3. I'm going to put Keith Thurman at 4. And then it's a toss-up between Terrence Crawford and Danny Garcia at 5. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how you could put Terrence Crawford at number 2 and he ain't fought none of the top guys. Like, you can't, I feel like it's disrespectful to Sean Porter to just allow Terrence Crawford to skip over him when Sean Porter got damn near the best resume. If you take out Manny Pacquiao, he got damn near the best resume at 147. This man fought everybody. This man fought Devin Alexander, Paulie Malignaggi, Andre Berto, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? This dude done fought everybody, and he won a lot of those fights. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman done been in there with Danny Garcia. He beat Danny Garcia, beat Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Look at Earl Spence. He done beat, I told y'all, at the time Earl beat Kell Brook. Kell Brook, to me, would have beat anybody at the welterweight division. That's just how I saw it. I viewed Kell Brook as the best fighter at the time that Earl beat him in the division. He beat Kell Brook, then he just beat Sean Porter. He also beat Chris Algieri, who arguably Chris Algieri would be a top name on Crawford's resume if Crawford had to fought somebody like Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to put Crawford at number 2. Let me catch everybody coming through, man. Let me see here. Let me see who we got. We got my boy Gene Thomas in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. I really appreciate it. My boy Acer say, mark my words, little bro. Will be in the top 5 boxing podcasts by the end of 2020. 100, bro. Thank you so much. Hey, we working, dog. We working for sure. We definitely working, man. Rico Shaw in the building. Salute to you, brother. Hey, what it do? We just sipping that Player Passion, cooling on Merlot Fridays, man. Having a good old time talking this boxing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just don't see like how you can make a case for Terrence Crawford being above Earl, Sean Porter. We already know he ain't above Earl, but Sean, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. That's tough. The only person that you can argue is Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia lost against Keith Thurman. He lost against Sean Porter, and he only really who did he beat? He beat Robert Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? He beat did he fight Luis Collazo? Danny didn't fight Luis Collazo. Did he beat Robert Guerrero and then he beat somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So you can put Crawford at 5. You know what I'm saying? But I can't put him above Sean Porter or Keith Thurman. That's tough. That's tough, man. Salute to, oh, I don't want to mess your name up. Zanade Carr. Salute to you. Thank you so much for coming on through. He say, keep doing your thing, big dog. Love the show. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Big Doe say his best win to date is Matisse. Yes, and I agree with that. That was at 140. You know what I'm saying? I agree. That was his best win. And like, I don't think Danny Garcia get enough credit for that win, bro. Like, people like to, and again, I ain't trying to put Crawford down, but we just here to talk about the facts because I think it's a lot of misconceptions about Crawford's resume. You know what I mean? I think everybody gets so caught up with the eye test with Terrence Crawford, and it's easy to get caught up in that because the brother can fight. Terrence Crawford got the skills to pay the bills. You can see it. I told y'all my eye test game crazy. You can see the skills. I see it. You feel me? I see it. I see out the intricacies of everything that man do. I can see it. But people give him too much credit because you got to prove that shit. A lot of people look good until you get in there with a top flight guy. You know what I'm saying? One of the, somebody brought this point up. I was having a discussion about boxing. Somebody brought this point up about, you know, when you look at Earl, how he was, and of course, now Earl did change his strength and conditioning coach, which probably maybe had a little bit to do with why he wasn't just mowing through guys. Also, he's been opting to fight different styles per fight. So you never really know which Earl Spence you're going to get because depending on the fight, he might adjust his style. Like I said, in the last 3, 4, 5 fights, he done fought like 3, 4, 5 different styles. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like with Bud Crawford, you know, we really haven't actually seen him put those skills on display against top guys. And with Earl Spence, as you seen him move up in competition, this, you know, he hasn't been, the stoppages, they still there, you feel me? But it's different when you in there with guys like Sean Porter. It's different when you in there with guys like Manny Pacquiao. Even though I feel like Earl can stop Manny. I feel like Earl gonna stop Terrence Crawford. But it's different when you fighting top level competition. It ain't gonna look the same. You know what I'm saying? But when you fight the same level of competition, C+, B- type of fighters, you gonna be able to look like Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the slight Terrence Crawford. That's just keeping it 100. D-Luck can say he is just that, a great fighter. Yeah, he just that great. But, I mean, he a great fighter. But at the same time, he really ain't fought nobody. You did what I'm saying? If you're talking about Crawford. Shout out to Mike and Avila Hudson. Thank you so much for coming on through, bro. Say Crawford gets reckless once he get hit. Yeah, we see that too. You know what I'm saying? Big Dose 513 say, I'm telling y'all now, if Spence don't get back with Blu-ray or strength and conditioning coach just as good as Bud beating him. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's possible. You know, I don't think it's just the strength and conditioning thing. I think it's a mentality thing too. You feel me? Because like I said, Earl been choosing to fight different styles per fight. Like, nobody expected him to go into that Porter fight and fight the way he did. I didn't. I expected him to be a little bit more patient, try to, you know, I told we use a term over here at Contender Regime Boxing, tenderize. I thought he was going to try to break him down, slowly but surely break him down and stop him. That's what I initially thought. But, of course, I underestimated the energy that Porter was going to bring in as far as the mindset. I knew he was going to get up for that fight. But, dog, he came in with, dude looked the best I ever seen him. And then on top of that, Earl chose to fight a different fight. He chose to stand toe-to-toe and take the fight to Sean Porter. And I'm guessing the reason he did that was because most guys that try to outbox Sean Porter, he outwork him and he make the fight look ugly. And it looked like he outworking you per round. So what Earl said was like, look, let me try to go in here. And I'm going to be the aggressor. I'm going to be the guy that's pressing the action. So if anything, I'm going to be the one outworking him. You know what I'm saying? So instead of it being a pretty round by round accumulation of ass whooping, it turned out to be a dog fight, a slug match. So you know, Earl chose to fight that fight, and it turned out to work for him because he got the dub. Shout out to Melvin Slaughter in the building. Say Earl don't need Blu-ray to beat, but I agree with that because I think it'll be nice. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have the best people in your camp, the people that make you tick. You know what I'm saying? The people that make you that challenge you the most and make you, you know what I'm saying, make sure you're on top of your game. But I think with Earl, it's more of a mindset thing. I think he's been choosing to fight certain styles depending on who he in there with. Shout out to Jonathan Nickel in the building. What's up, man? What's happening? The soul may say Ugas not really a test. Is not really the test we want. I agree. I think Ugas would be a good fight for Terrence Crawford, but I feel like Sean Porter is really the guy that we want to see him in there with. In the meantime, of course, we want to see him fight Earl, but in the meantime, in between time, let's get that Sean Porter fight. Why not? Jeffrey Parrier in the building. So I wouldn't mind seeing Bud versus Ugas. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Shout out to Walter Lee in the building. Salute to you, bro. Say Earl will be fine once he go to 154. I think making 147 is hurting him. You might have a point on that, man. I think, you know, definitely he's growing. He's getting older. You know what I'm saying? So being at 147 all this time, you know, what's crazy is that Sean Porter been at 147 all this time. He did have a couple of instances where he struggled with weight, but he always looked good on fight night. He always got a lot of energy, always in great shape. Shout out to G5 Gabe in the building in the super chat. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much. He say salute contender and the chat already, man. Salute to the whole chat. Salute to everybody coming through. Thank y'all so much, man. Take a sip of this player passion, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Salute to Patience, Love in the building. Earl said himself, Will Seal better him at 154. I agree. I definitely agree. Salute to Lawrence RBE in the building. Say what's good, contender, assuming Earl is 100%. I have zero doubt he will beat Manny. Folks say Manny is too fast. In my opinion, Earl's body punching ability will shut all that down. You know what, bro? You bring up a great point. I really feel like in the first half of the fight, it's definitely going to take some adjusting for Earl Spence Jr. I don't really like to compare fighters to Floyd because Floyd's so different. But if y'all notice in like most of Floyd fights, what I admire about him a lot is that computer. You know what I'm saying? He'll take a couple of rounds, depending on how tricky or awkward a guy is. He'll take a few rounds to kind of download data and process that shit and see what he got to do and what type of angle he gonna approach you from. I feel like Earl has that same ability, and I've seen it in fights. I've seen it in the Mikey Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? I saw it in the Kell Brook fight. You dig what I'm saying? I saw it in the Chris Algieri fight. He kind of took a little bit of time to see how he was gonna attack Algieri. He didn't just go straight at him. He broke him down. Broke down data. I seen it in the Philo Greco fight. Go back and watch the Philo Greco fight. The first couple of rounds, Philo Greco was he was a last minute replacement. He came in the fight kind of herky jerky, a little awkward. Earl took a couple of rounds to process, and then after that, he proceeded to beat his ass. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like Earl against Manny Pacquiao is gonna take him maybe 3-4 rounds to kind of process the information, because Manny gonna come in, you know, very aggressive, fast, foot speed, foot movement, athleticism, showing you different angles. That's what Manny do. And he gonna try to throw you off your square, get you out of position to where you can't defend yourself and hit you with that big left hand. That's what he do. Now, with Earl Spence, I feel like if Earl come out and do the opposite of what Keith Thurman did, which, remember, Keith Thurman, later on in the fight, when Keith Thurman sat down and really started to like box and being patient, he had success versus Manny. Where he messed up was he came out in the fight very aggressive and tried to fight Manny's fight and ended up getting knocked down, ended up getting hit with some shots, you know what I'm saying? And Manny really controlled the first half of that fight. I feel like if Earl come in, be patient, use his jab, process, let Manny, like, remember what Floyd said when he fought Manny? He said Manny like to set traps. You let him shoot his load. You know what I'm saying? This is what Floyd said. You let him shoot his load. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to get off, and then you gotta pick your shots. I think that's what Earl gotta do. After around, I say after round 4, 5, 6, Earl gonna take over the fight. You know what I'm saying? Earl gonna take over the fight. Let me see who we got in here, man. Exotic Plasma in the building. Salute to you. Thank you so much for coming on through. That's a wild name, Exotic Plasma. That's a wild ass name, man. Salute to you for coming on through. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. G May say Earl jab and body work will beat Pacquiao. I think that's gonna be the key. Going the jab. Oh, another thing, which I saw Earl use this a little bit versus Mikey Garcia, tying up. I think that's gonna be key. Using that jab, keeping Manny Pacquiao at distance. This is for the first half of the fight. Keeping Manny Pacquiao at distance, but when Manny Pacquiao does get too close, tie his ass up. You bigger than Manny Pacquiao, you stronger than Manny Pacquiao. Tie his motherfucking ass up. You know what I'm saying? Hold him, and soon as he trying to get up out that clinch, shit, work him on that body a little bit. Bang on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit tough. And then, like D Lucky just said, push his motherfucking ass around. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like Earl got to be very physical with Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? When he get close, grab his motherfucking ass. Tie his ass up. You know what I mean? Use that jab. Go to the body. And I'm telling y'all, Manny Pacquiao got a little tired in the second half of that Keith Thurman fight. After a while, them body shots, that jab, that continuous jab to the face, Manny Pacquiao gonna let up a little bit in that second half of the fight, and that's why I think Earl gonna take over. Salute to my brother Jose Pancho Esparza in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. Chris Bushnell in the building. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Ivy Webb say definitely got tired. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was you know, when I was looking at that fight, I was like, man, Manny Pacquiao got this fight. But towards the end, I was like, shit, I don't know. Because it looked like he was slowing up. But I feel like in the last 3 rounds, he kind of, you know, he pulled it together just enough to edge out the split decision. You know what I'm saying? He pulled it out just enough to edge out that split decision. You dig what I'm saying? But you could definitely see the fatigue. I think in the last like 5, 6 rounds, he kind of showed his age a little bit. And, you know, if Earl, like I said, if he go out there, do the opposite of what Keith Thurman did in the first half of the fight, be patient. You know you got the range advantage. You know you got the size advantage. You know what I'm saying? Use that jab, keep him at distance. As soon as he try to get in there and get too aggressive, grab his motherfucking ass. Shit. Point blank, period. That's what I do. Shit, grab his motherfucking ass, push him back, and get back on that body. But I think that's going to be a great fight, though. I think that's going to be a great fight. G5 Gabe back in the super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the love. Say, keep grinding, my Dallas, bro. You going to do big things. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, that's what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat, man, I feel like we all going to have a successful 2020, man. Nothing but positive energy, great vibes. That's all we're about, man. That's all we're about, man. You know, I feel like 2020, especially for this boxing shit, man, it's finna be a whole lot going on. Like I told y'all, I feel like we gonna get the best fights this year. It's lined up perfectly, bro. I feel like we gonna get, of course, we about to get fucking Fury and Wilder. We about to get the rematch on that. We might get a trilogy depending on how that fight go. We could possibly get Wilder and Joshua at the end of the year. I know it seemed bleak right now, but I think that shit possible. I think we're going to get Earl versus Manny and or Earl versus Bud by the end of 2020. I really feel like that's going to happen. I think we can get J-Rock versus Jermell Charlo this year. You know what I'm saying? I think we can get Demetrius Andre versus Jamal Charlo this year. You know what I'm saying? It's some big fights. I think we about to get Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And we could possibly get goddamn Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, bro. 2020 about to be crazy, y'all. 2020, Jay Cooley said we not getting Bud versus Earl. Oh man. Hey, Jay Cooley, bro, like for real, bro, you don't think that fight gonna happen, dog? You don't think that fight gonna happen, bro? I think it's gonna happen this year, bro. I really do. Tank versus Leo Santa Cruz, Chris Bushnell. That's a good fight. I say it's an entertaining fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though I picked Tank Davis as the clear favorite in that fight, I think Leo Santa Cruz is a live dog. You know what I'm saying? Patience Love say Twin versus J-Rock is a must. Big facts. Big facts. Hold on, Jose Puncho Esparza say you are delusional. I think Earl Spence versus Manny will happen most likely. I agree. I hope it do happen. You know what I'm saying? I hope that shit happen first. That way, when Earl do fight Terrence Crawford, he can go in that bitch with 3 belts. And then it's just one fight left to get undisputed. That's the best case scenario to me. Jay Cooley say Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a great fight. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Excellent fight. Undisputed. Both unified champion. I think we're gonna get that fight this year as well. Bro, some big shit going on in 2020, man. Some real big shit going on. Lawrence RBE say Keith's mistake was not going to the body against Manny. Low key, J-Rock versus Mel be the battle 2020, and we will get Bud versus Earl, especially if Earl gets the strap from Manny. Earl said that's the plan. I agree with you, bro. With everything you just said in that text right there, I agree with you. First and foremost, Keith Thurman, he didn't really go to the body. He was very aggressive in the early part of the fight without going to the body. I'm one of those people that, you know, I feel like if you're going to be aggressive in the first half of the fight, you got to be going to the body because you're going to get tired using that energy being aggressive, and you want to be making sure that that other motherfucker is tired too. And the only way you're going to take away his legs is by going to that body. You know what I'm saying? Also, as far as J-Rock and Jamel Charlo, that might end up, honestly, even though we got all these top fights lined up that are very likely to, Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. Although we have all these great fights that are lined up to likely happen this year, the best fight, if we talking about fight of the year type shit, a lot of these fights could be fight of the year. But the best fight, that shit might be Jamel Charlo and Julian Williams, y'all. That might be the best fight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That might be the best fight. Jonathan Nichols say, contender, sir, any good nightlife in Texas? Yeah, man, you know, I don't really be in Houston like that, but I heard Houston be having some shit going on for sure. You know, I'm out here in Dallas, man. It's some shit to do out here, bro. You can pull up. It depends on what type of crowd you like. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful women all over Texas in general, but the DFW area, Dallas, Fort Worth area, beautiful women everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime on a Saturday, you can pull up, you can go down Deep Ellum. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful women everywhere. You can pull up in Uptown. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful women everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? It depends on what type of vibe you're looking for, bro. But it's definitely some shit to do out here. You know what I'm saying? He say, I'm from Ireland, going to be visiting soon. Okay. Salute to Ireland, man. Shout out to Ireland, bro. You know what I mean? Come on out here, dog. Texas got a whole lot to offer, man. G May say Earl gonna fight his two mandatories, then unify with Manny late 2020, end up fighting Bud in 2021. Honestly, bro, if that happened, if he moved like that, I wouldn't blame Earl one bit. As a fan of boxing, I want to see the Terrence Crawford fight ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But if he were to fight his two mandatories, unify with Manny Pacquiao, and then fight Bud, he really getting all the money, bruh. He literally knocking off every, you know what I'm saying, every goal, every obstacle, you know what I'm saying? And if he come back and fight that IBF mandatory first, look spectacular, I think that give him the confidence. It depends on that first fight, though. I feel like if he come out in that first fight, no matter who he fight, if he come out in that first fight and he get a mean-ass stoppage and he look extra spectacular, he gonna fight Terrence Crawford next. That's just how I feel. If he don't fight Terrence Crawford next, it's gonna be another big fight. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's gonna be Crawford fight should happen by the end of this year, bro. It's just too much talk right now, bro. It's just too much talk, bro. I feel it. I feel it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you had that feeling, bro, when you know a big fight coming, bro? I feel that shit, bro. I really feel like that shit gonna happen, dog. I really feel like that shit gonna happen. Jose Pancho Esparza said, I want Earl to fight Manny so he can beat him up instead of someone else. Hey, you crazy, bro. Hey, I want Earl to fight Manny first just so he can make it easier. I want the Terrence Crawford fight to be for undisputed. Like, think about that, bro. This shit would be for all the marbles. Whoever win that fight gonna be #1 pound for pound. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If that shit for undisputed, whoever win that fight is #1 pound for pound. I don't care. I don't care. You can say, Earl, well, he ain't fought at no other weight class. I don't care. Terrence Crawford has. Whoever win that fight, if it's for undisputed, I think they should be #1 pound for pound. Yeah, patience, love. I agree. To me, that's the best case scenario. If you can get Earl versus Manny first, I told y'all, I'm not ruling out Manny Pacquiao winning against Earl Spence. Of course, I think Earl Spence gonna win for all the reasons we just discussed, but I'm not gonna count out Manny Pacquiao. I just can't count out a legend, bro. I can't count out somebody that skilled, that seasoned. You know what I'm saying? But whoever win that fight, when they fight Terrence Crawford for undisputed, they gotta be #1 pound for pound, bro. Gotta be #1 pound for pound, bro. That's just how I feel. It's how I feel. Ivy Webb said that juice. I know you talking about. Hey, I know you talking about Manny because everybody been saying they better make sure they doing body testing for that fight. Hey, y'all think Manny's still on that juice? Walter Lee Salute, he say, don't count on Bud keeping his belt. He hasn't been that impressive. Derek Lincoln say, nah, they gonna make someone we never heard of pound for pound after. You know how they do. You know how they do. They probably put old boy in there, Inoue. They probably make him #1 pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Like they had old boy at Chocolatito. Captain, what's up, Captain? Salute to the brother Captain in the building. He say, Manny on something. Y'all think Manny on that juice for real, man? Come on now. Jose Pancho Esparza say, what's your favorite belt? Honestly, bro, I really don't have a favorite belt. I just view all the 4 major organizations, WBC, IBF, WBA, WBO. I view all those as like equal. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, the WBC has like some type of prestigious energy around it. Everybody wants that green belt. So if I had to choose one, I'd say WBC. But honestly, I look at just the 4 titles, bro. Like, I really feel like it should just be 1 belt, maybe 2 belts per weight class, because that way you can have unification matches. I like the idea of a champion fighting a champion. You know what I'm saying? I like that idea. But I just want 1 champion. Again, I always go back to this, like the brother Deontay Wilder say, 1 face, 1 name, 1 champion. That's what I want, G. You know what I'm saying? Euro Thomas say, based on styles, I believe Earl will struggle against Manny, but Bud will fight Manny straight up, beat him, and possibly stop him. I agree halfway with what you said. I don't think Earl Spence will struggle against Manny Pacquiao. Well, look, I told you that in the first first 4 or 5 rounds, he gonna have to adjust, and I think there's gonna be an adjustment period if Terrence Crawford fought Manny Pacquiao as well. But I feel like both Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford can stop Manny Pacquiao. Naeem Ali in the building, salute. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for coming on through. Really appreciate that, man. Jonathan Nichols say you need more subs, man. Hey, I feel like that. I be looking at my shit sometimes. I be like, damn, I need more subs. But you know what, though? I appreciate all y'all that's here, that's rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, this shit ain't about subscribers. I just like motherfuckers that's rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Positive individuals. People that's just, you know what I mean, excited about life, talking about this boxing shit, and know what they talking about. That's what I care about, man. This shit ain't about subscribers, but we want to run it up. You feel me? We want to run it up. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Big Doe say, I just watched Blue Blood Kenny Porter interview. Oh, Kenny just did a new interview? Hold on. Say, Kenny said they had a meeting with Sean and he's willing to fight Crawford, although they would rather have Earl or Pac. Okay. I think that's what the brother, my boy came in earlier. Was that you, Big Dose? I think that was you that was telling me about that. About Kenny Porter interview. It was you and Euro Thomas telling me about that. Hey man, I told y'all though, look, when Big Kenny say they want to fight, bruh, they want to fight. You know what I'm saying? We don't really go, when it come to Team Porter, we don't really go off of what Sean Porter saying. We go off of what Big Kenny talking about. When Big Kenny say they want to fight, bro, they want to fight, bro. You feel me? So hopefully that's the next fight. And I really want, you know what I'm saying? I think Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford, they gotta humble themselves. Because I feel like they on some holier than thou type shit. Like, oh, Sean Porter ain't got no belt. Oh, he just coming off a loss. Like, no, bruh. No, bruh, fight him. Because anybody else that you choose not going to be as good as him. Even the guy that they talking about going up to 154 can't beat Sean Porter. The Texera, whatever his name is, he can't beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter can fight at 154. If Sean Porter go up to 154, he'll beat that Texera dude. I promise you. He can't beat Sean Porter. So your best option is Sean Porter. Let me see. Somebody just said something. Smitty say, disagree, fam. I think Pacquiao beats Crawford because he's too smart. You know what? It's possible. I don't even rule out Manny Pacquiao beating Earl Spence. So I definitely don't rule out Manny Pacquiao beating Terrence Crawford. But if I had to make a pick, something inside me, based off of the second half of the Keith Thurman fight, something inside me tells me that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence will stop him. And you know what? Get this. I think Sean Porter beats Manny Pacquiao. I think Sean Porter could possibly stop Manny Pacquiao. And if he don't stop him, it's gonna be an ugly night for Manny Pacquiao. He gonna go through hell if Sean Porter don't stop him. I think Earl Spence, Sean Porter, and Terrence Crawford beats Manny Pacquiao, which is why Manny Pacquiao chose to fight Keith Thurman over all those guys. Remember, we talked about this shit. We talked about this shit, G. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this shit. Hold on. Shout out to Ken K 100 Jones in the building. Salute to you in the super chat. Thank you so much for coming on through. I really appreciate the love and the support. He say, Bud doing a disservice to himself by not keeping his tools sharp. We support you over here, contender. Hey, 100. Thank you so much. Hey, real recognize real, man. Real recognize real. And as I say that, I see the brother Money Brown TV coming in the building. He say, salute my G contender in the chat. Thank you so much for showing up, brother. Thank you, bro. Salute to you, 100. 100. But I'm telling y'all, bro, remember, I made like 3 or 4 videos about this when I was breaking down the Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman fight. I told y'all, Manny Pacquiao gonna beat Keith Thurman. And I told y'all, I said, he gonna win that fight by split decision. I told y'all how he was gonna do it, and I told y'all the reason he picked Keith Thurman. He could have chose Danny Garcia, which I felt like he could have beat Danny Garcia. Tough fight, but I feel like he could beat Danny Garcia. But out of the guys that he was looking at fighting, I knew he wasn't gonna fight Terrence Crawford. I knew he wasn't gonna fight Errol Spence. And you know what? Sean Porter was a champion at the time. I knew he wasn't gonna fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter will beat Manny Pacquiao, possibly stop him. And then somebody just said, well, Sean Porter couldn't stop Thurman. Styles make fights, G. The triangle theory don't work in boxing. Styles make fights, bruh. I'm telling y'all, if Sean Porter is a supreme athlete. You know what I'm saying? He one of those guys that's always in shape, stamina, endurance on point. You feel me? So towards the latter half of the fight, man, if Manny Pacquiao show any signs of running out of breath, getting tired, anything, man, Sean Porter gonna be on that boy ass. I'm telling you, he gonna be on his neck, on his helmet. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna have nowhere to go. Sean Porter gonna be on that man's neck. You think Manny Pacquiao gonna stop him? He ain't gonna even hurt Sean Porter. That man, dude got a mouth like Ken Griffey. That boy chin is granite. Still, you can't hurt Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He would have been on that boy's neck. I'm telling y'all, bro. You ain't hurting Sean Porter. I underestimated Sean Porter versus Errol Spence. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker there showed me his chin can withstand anything. I don't see nobody. You know what would have been a great fight? Sean Porter versus Marcos Maidana. That shit would have been crazy because I want to see how Sean Porter chin stand up against Marcos Maidana punches. That shit would have been crazy. I would have loved to see that. That would have been like, I pay cash money to see Marcos Maidana versus Sean Porter. That shit would have been crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like after Sean Porter fighting Errol Spence, I feel like he could take any punch at 147. Because Earl hit that motherfucker with that. He hit him right on the button. And Earl cocked that whole back too. That bitch was perfect. Boom, that bitch right on the chin. Had that boy looking crazy. That boy, I'm like, but shit, he didn't even fall down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could take any punch at 147. You feel me, bro? Earl hit that motherfucker. Boom, like, damn. I'm like, shit. He got right back up. I'm like, if he can take that, you not stopping Sean Porter. He ain't going, bro. And then he got up talking shit, talking about, come on. I'm like, this motherfucker crazy. I'm like, man, say, somebody grab this dude. This motherfucker crazy. Captain said he was about to go down, but he caught himself at the last second. That's how you know. Hey, when you can do that in mid knockdown, bro, that's how you know, bro. Like, you got that dog in you, bro. If you can catch yourself, bro, you just got hit with a hellacious shot by Earl the True Spence Jr., bro. That's how you know you got that dog, bro. Y'all ever been in a situation, like, no matter what it is, you might be working out. Let's say you hitting it, you know what I'm saying? You doing bench press, or you doing something to where it's like pushing you to your limits. You know what I'm saying? Pushing you to the brink of the point where you like, fuck, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm done. You ever been in a situation like that, but then like something in the back of your mind tell you, motherfucker, you better not quit. Motherfucker, nigga, you better not quit. Bro, that's what Sean Porter had in him, bro. I'm telling you, that's what he had in him. You gotta have that dog in you like that, bro. That's the only reason he didn't fall down, bro. Soon as he came down, like, soon as his glove touched, bro, he jumped right back up, dog. Like, he had that voice in his head, like, nigga, you can't fall down and not in front of all these people. on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know Sean Porter a dog. Sean Porter a dog for real, bro. Dude ain't duck nobody. He done fought everybody. Only person he ain't fought is Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the agitator say Big Kenny was in the back of his head on me. On me, Kenny Porter was talking to him, and he probably had him a little earpiece in. He was like, motherfucker, get your motherfucking ass up. You better not go down. Say, on me, that boy a dog, boy. G May say Derrick James said Bud got bad fundamentals and he see Earl knocking him out. Did you read that the Ring magazine article? Cause before I got on live, I was just reading that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And Derrick James said some interesting shit. He was like the same thing that we've been saying all this time. He was saying like, bro, how y'all put Terrence Crawford? How is he considered just this great fighter? And again, I told y'all my eye test game crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's more than just the eye test with me. You gotta show me something. You feel me? So he was saying like, how is he put on this pedestal as such a great fighter, but he ain't fought no damn body? Derrick James just said this in the interview I read on Ring magazine. And he was like, well, his best fighter on his resume is Eureka's Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, he ain't even fought nobody as good as Chris Algieri. That made me wonder. Now, the triangle theory don't always work in boxing. Amir Khan did beat Chris Algieri, but that was a tough-ass fight for Amir Khan. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember Chris Algieri versus Amir Khan? And look, Chris Algieri fought a different fight in that fight because that was right after he had fought Manny Pacquiao. Instead of him being the boxer that he normally is, he came in that bitch trying to walk Amir Khan down. That was controversial. Some people had Chris Algieri winning that fight against Amir Khan. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that? What's up, I turn in the building, say y'all tweaking. Hey, Big Test 33, what's up with it, bro? Thank you so much for coming through, man. Appreciate the consistent love and the support. 100, man. Y'all remember that shit, though? Chris Algieri, bro, it was a lot of people saying Chris Algieri beat Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, bro, Derrick James said shit. Terrence Crawford ain't beat nobody that's better than Chris Algieri. I'm just saying, bro. See, the fact that you can even argue that shit, the idea that you can even argue that, you know what I mean? Let you know that Terrence Crawford resume really some light work. You know what I mean? That shit, his resume really some light work, bro. The fact that you can even argue that shit. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Salute to everybody coming on through, man. Hey, yeah, man, Chris Algieri, bro. I don't know why he stopped fighting, bro. I think, hey, Earl retired Chris Algieri, didn't he? Hey, Earl sent that man. Hey, Earl say, bro, you need to just stick to being a nutritionist. Goddamn, he retired that boy, Chris Algieri. Because, shit, I felt like he could still fight. You know what I'm saying? Chris Algieri is a good-ass boxer, man. You know what I'm saying? Was never stopped until he fought Earl Spence. He went all 12 with Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? He fought Ruslan Provodnikov, beat Ruslan Provodnikov, who actually took Tim Bradley. Ruslan Provodnikov damn near beat Tim Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboy fan for life. Salute to you, brother. He say Crawford ducking the smoke, bro. If I'm Spence, I ain't fighting him till he prove he can be the legit fighter. Porter, Thurman, Garcia, shit. Fight somebody. 100, boy. You speaking that gospel right now. Church. You speaking that gospel right now, G. Punchlines and pugilism in the building say, hell yeah, that nigga turned into a dietitian. On me. I ain't seen Chris Algieri in the ring since. That boy said, man, I'm sticking to straight meal prep. You feel me? Adrian Cole said Chris Algieri still fights at 140, huh? I don't know. I haven't heard of no Chris Algieri fight ever since he fought Earl Spence. I don't know. I can't even tell if he had a fight. Pool Counter Boxing, the building, salute to you, brother. He say Bud don't have no killers on his box rec. Big facts. Big facts. He don't. And then look, if we wanna keep it all the way 100, if we want to keep it all the way 100 again, Contender Regime Boxing, this channel ain't no hate Terrence Crawford channel. We love Terrence Crawford over here, man. We show respect and we recognize the skills, but we also speak big facts. You dig what I'm saying? So if we gonna keep it all the way 100, go back to Gamboa. I know Gamboa was a very flashy fighter back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Very flashy. Now, this was even before Gamboa fought Terrence Crawford. Very flashy, well-renowned. You know what I'm saying? But what made Gamboa such a great name on Terrence Crawford's resume? Who did Gamboa beat to become this? I mean, of course, we all recognize that even Gamboa being his best victory ain't enough. We recognize that. But let's dissect that even a little further. Who did Gamboa beat? Didn't he beat Ponce de Leon? I believe he beat Ponce de Leon, which... Did he beat Ponce de Leon? Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Fact check me on this if I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fucked up, fact check me on this. I believe he beat Ponce de Leon, which was a good win. But Adrian Broner also beat Ponce de Leon. You know what I'm saying? But who did Gamboa beat to make him just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if that's the best fight on your resume, I mean, goddamn. Money Brown TV say Orlando Salido as well. Okay, he beat Salido. Okay, that's a good victory. That's a good victory. That's a good victory. For people who don't know, Orlando Salido did beat Vasil Lomachenko. It's a good victory. You know what I'm saying? But if you telling me like that's your best win? You know what I'm saying? Like, one would argue that shit, maybe Amir Khan is his best win, but Amir Khan had already been knocked out like 3, 4, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than that shit. Because he got knocked out in sparring plenty of times. They probably didn't report that shit. That man had been knocked out multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Now, Amir Khan's best victory was what? Marcos Maidana? And that shit was controversial to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel Marcos Maidana wasn't really at his best at that time. But I'm not going to take that from Amir Khan. And that was at, what, 140? Marcos Maidana, that's before he got with Robert Garcia. He was just a fucking barroom, a bar brawler. You dig? He wasn't really at the best. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Ike Turner say, who on Spence resume? All right, let's start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Let's start from the bottom. You feel me? Let's start from the bottom since he say who on Spence resume. So we just already talked about Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? Chris Algieri. I could put Chris Algieri up with Gamboa. I could put him up with Amir Khan. Again, he had a controversial fight with Amir Khan. I could put Chris Algieri up with Jeff Horn. You know what I'm saying? I could put Chris Algieri up with goddamn Victor Postol. I think Chris Algieri would have beat Victor Postol. He would have outboxed him. That's just my opinion. Julius Ndongo. Come on, man. Julius Ndongo, I don't know how the hell, no disrespect to that brother, I don't know how the hell Julius Ndongo became unified champion at 140. Who gave him 2 belts? How the fuck Julius Ndongo get 2 belts at 140? Can y'all name me the person that Julius Ndongo beat for them 2 belts? I'm going to give y'all a task. Who the hell did Julius Ndongo beat for them 2 belts? G5 Boxing say he destroyed Troy Yana. Who? The fuck? Troy who? Come on, man. Julius Sandago ain't beat no damn body. Come on, man. And y'all seen soon as after Bud beat Julius Sandago, you seen what Regis Prograis did to him. He went in there and dog walked him. Come on, man. Hey, get that dude Chad Mullen out the building, man. Kick that motherfucker. Hey, push that motherfucker off the rooftop, man. Snipe that motherfucker down, man. Hey, snipe that motherfucker down, man. He done made me lose my hat, man. Get that motherfucker out of here. Block that motherfucker right now. That nigga done made me lose my hat, man. Hey, Pooper scoop that motherfucker up out here, man. Nigga done made me lose my hat, man. Get that nigga up out here, man. Box King. Box King in the building, salute, man. Hey. But now let's keep it 100 though. Let's keep it 100. Who did Julius Sandago beat? Nobody, bro. So I'm just keeping it like, I'm just trying to paint perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint the picture. If you saying, okay, he beat Ndango, he beat Gamboa, he beat Amir Khan, Chris Algieri can compete with all these guys. I feel like Chris Algieri can compete. And we ain't even mentioned Mikey Garcia, who was a top 10 pound for pound guy. We ain't even mentioned Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson would have stopped Julius Ndango. Like, are we being real? Come on, bro. We ain't even talking. We talking about Chris Algieri and Lamont Peterson. We ain't even talked about Kell Brook yet. Kell Brook on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook on a whole nother level. We ain't even got to mention Sean Porter. It's irrelevant to mention Sean Porter in that discussion. You know what I'm saying? So for the person who asked me in the chat, who does Spence have? I think the dude name was Ike. Person asked me on the chat, who do Earl Spence have on his resume? Come on, dog. If we comparing that to Bud, it's not even no competition, bro. Bro, I think these Terrence Crawford fans are here with these hearts and these kissy faces and all this bullshit, man. Y'all making me uncomfortable in this motherfucker, man. Hey, Dirty Hard Hitting South, salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. I appreciate the love and the support, man. Yeah, but I think these some Terrence Crawford fans in here. And that motherfucker named Terrence. Y'all see that shit? That nigga named Terrence. Bro, what is going on in the world today? That nigga named Terrence. I just noticed that shit. What's up? What's going on? God damn, bro. Y'all making me uncomfortable. Salute to the brother Anthony LaGrange Jr. in the building. LaGrande Jr., man. Salute to you for coming on through. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, bro. Hey, keep that motherfucking fire. Keep that fire lit for their ass, boy. Let me see. Hold on. To say Spence looked bad against Mikey Lamont. Hold on. Spence looked bad against Mikey. Wait. How you win 12 rounds? How you win all 12 rounds, but you look bad? See, that's what I be talking about, bro. Like, motherfuckers don't be having no logic. Hold on. Chris LaGrande Jr. just said Chris Van Heerden will wipe out half of Bud's resume. That's big facts. Bruh, on me, Chris Van Heerden to beat a lot of them niggas on Bud's resume. On me. Come on, dog. Come on, bruh. On me. Chris Van Heerden to beat a lot of them dudes, bruh. The agitator say that truth and the facts smelling good. I want a big play, big facts. On me. Shout out to Roland Martin in the building. Say pound for pound, T-Bud. When they fight, we'll see. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's an honest remark. You know what I'm saying? You feel like Bud Crawford pound for pound. You really you drinking the Kool-Aid. You believe in the hype. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. G5 Gage say, nigga go to bed for saying EJ look bad against Mikey. You made me drop my blunt. Hey, for real, bro. Like, for real, bro. See, that's what I be saying. Like, bro, I be at the job trying to have conversations with motherfuckers like hardcore Terrence Crawford fans. I'm like, bro, like, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, bro? Like, what you mean Earl Spence looked bad against Mikey? How you look bad, but you won all 12 rounds? People really expected a stoppage in that fight or nothing else. I'm like, dog, styles make fights. And depending on how you fight that fight, that's going to predict the outcome, or that's going to, let you know what the outcome going to be. Yeah, Captain, they just be saying shit. I turn to say, he did, man. Couldn't even get a little guy out of there. Oh, here you go. Here you couldn't even get a little guy. Come on, bruh. How you, I can't even argue with bro. I can't even debate with bro. Derek Lincoln say, leaving work now. He say, leaving work now, y'all. Hold on. Leaving work now, y'all to go home. Y'all be easy until next week. Salute. Already, bro, man. You had you a great weekend, a great night, man. Salute, dog. Turn up. Money Brown TV say, from the 6th round, Mikey went into defense mode. Big facts. All right. Look, but see, the crazy part about it is we done already talked about this shit a million times, bruh. It's kind of like if you playing straight defense, bruh, ain't no way a motherfucker gonna really penetrate that shit, especially when you a top flight opponent. You know what I'm saying? When you know what you doing in that bitch, you know how to survive. You know how to beat a motherfucker ass. Come on, dog. Bro, what's up with these folk coming in here? What's up? Hey, cap, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, we ain't never had this issue, bro. What's up with these folk coming through acting all crazy, bro? You know what I'm saying? I done seen about 3, 4, 5 random motherfuckers in here with that foo-foo shit, bro. Come on now. We ain't never had that issue. What the fuck going on? Who the hell brought these folk in here, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, keep that strap on y'all, bro. Keep that strap on y'all, bro. This shit crazy. Hey, G-May say you talking about their husband. Hey, did Terrence Crawford send these folk in my chat, man? What's going on, bro? ATX in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on through. I know what that ATX stand for. That's Austin, Texas in the building. Already. Shout out to Austin, Texas. Hell yeah. Hey, the agitator say, yeah, we got shooters in the chat, bro. You already know. We ain't bullshitting around this hoe. We got big shooters in this hoe. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got big shooters in this hoe. Mr. Michael N.Y. in the building, he say, I think everyone changed up after that accident. They think Earl vulnerable. I believe that because if you look at all the crazy, outlandish shit that Bud and them been talking about, he got some random dude that we ain't never heard of before talking crazy too. You know what I'm saying? So I think all of this stemmed from that accident. People feel like Earl Spence a target now. You know what I'm saying? People feel like, oh, shit sweet. You know what I'm saying? He a wounded animal in the building. Like, but I feel like they give Earl Spence the upper hand. If Earl really feel like he 100%, excuse me, y'all. If Earl really feel like he 100%, and he come out there while motherfuckers thinking shit sweet, boy, you in for a rude awakening. You in for a rude awakening, boy. That's it. But see, that's the crazy part. And why would you want to underestimate somebody like that? Like, come on, dog. I'm telling y'all, bro, that when I made that video called Real Talk on Earl Spence after the accident. I made that video and I was telling y'all about how this shit gonna make Earl a way better fighter all the way around the board, dog. Telling y'all. And everybody that's thinking it's sweet just because of the accident, we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Patience Love say, I think Earl feeding off them underestimate him. I agree. I think that shit fueling the fire. Bro, wait till he start dropping them videos of him in the training camp hitting the bag. Motherfucker gonna be turning that bitch up. Bro, I'm telling y'all, dog. Shit finna go crazy. Hey, the agitator say G-May is pistol out. Jose Pancho Esparza say they even had the videos of Earl in the hospital. Yo, that shit had me fucked up. I'm like, for real, bro? Y'all got videos of this man laying in a hospital bed, bro? That's crazy. But you know what that mean, though? You know what that mean? That mean, bro, really, he on his way to being like a superstar for real. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers doing all that shit, bro, that's superstar shit. That's superstar shit. They ain't gonna do that for your average boxer who's fucking 13-2. You know what I'm saying? 22 and 3. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do that for that motherfucker. That nigga, he's about to hit superstar level. He about to hit superstar level. Captain say, I was thinking, who the hell recording this for real, bro? Like, I think that was the police with their body cam, but if I'm them, bro, I'm suing them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck recording that shit? Like, why would you want to record some shit like that, bro? That's crazy. Hey, Ike Turner, you tweaking, bro. Hey, Ike Turner, you wild, bro. You's a wild boy. You a wild boy. Jamie Reed say, my friend told me this is the place where you... Oh, my goodness, bro. Hey, get Jamie Reed out the building, bro. Snipe that motherfucker down, bro. Get that man out the building, dog. This, bro, what's wrong with these? Man, I'm about to get off this hoe, bro. Hey, niggas tripping, bro. Dude, bro, who brought these dudes in here, bro? Like, what the fuck going on, bro? Who brought these folk in here, dog? Hey, and Ike Turner got timed out. Hey, Ike Turner got timed out too. Hey, hey, Jose Pancho Esparza in the super chat. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much. He say it means the fight has to happen. Fans are invested in Earl and Bud. Big facts. 100, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, the fight gonna happen for sure. It's gonna happen. Hey, man, say, bro, who brought these folk in here, bro? Like, we ain't never had this issue, bro. We been doing Merlot Friday for about goddamn 5-6 months straight now. Going crazy. We ain't never had this issue, bro. What's going on, man? Ever since I started talking about Terrence Crawford, boy, these dudes coming out of nowhere with this bullshit. I dropped 3 straight videos on Terrence Crawford exposing the truth, and boys out here with that bullshit. Man, what the hell going on, man? Now Mastermind 3 in the building say, why y'all snipe Ike? Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, bro, y'all didn't have to snipe Ike down like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at least, hey, don't block him, though. Y'all timed him out, you know what I'm saying? Let him take a few seconds to think about his decisions and his ideas, because he is talking some bullshit, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But don't block him. Just let him sit back in the corner, think about the shit he's saying. Because I think brother deluded right now. I don't think he really thinking about what he talking right now. You know what I'm saying? Already, man. Jonathan Nichols say, fuck the haters, man. Big facts. You already know. AG May say he drunk, he need to sober up. Hey, he done had by 7 of these players passing. I pulled me a stiff one too, you know what I'm saying? He done had by 7, 8 of these hoes. Hold on, Braxton Johnson say, fuck that, Earl versus Wilder. Man, what's up, bro? Like, hey, this been the weirdest night of Merlot Fridays ever, bro. We ain't never had no night this damn strange. This a peculiar ass Merlot Fridays. You know what I'm saying? I got folks texting me and shit. Like, what the hell going on, man? This shit crazy. I think say the illest nigga in Nebraska got his girlfriends at you. Hey, bro, you gonna make me go watch Belly and shit, bro. Hey, the illest nigga in Nebraska. Ain't you the illest nigga in Nebraska? Hey, Walter Lee say, security, security. On me. Shit, get security on that motherfucker. Hey, Jay Cooley say, I'm the illest nigga in Nebraska. Hey, in Nebraska, salute. On me say, hey, Jay Cooley holding shit down out there in Nebraska, boy. That nigga holding shit down out there in Omaha. Shit, fuck what you heard. You feel me? Shit, I'm riding with Jay Cooley on that shit. You know what I'm saying? He holding shit down out there in Nebraska. Say, ask Champ side about Crawford and his girlfriends. Hey, hold on. Hey, Euro Thomas. He say, just talking some boxing about these two cats. It's all good. G2020 gonna be a beast. I agree. 100. This shit gonna be crazy. Contender, how Bud fans invested in him when his pay-per-views are trash. Facts. Hold on. Hey, that's a great point, bro. That's a great point. Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about that. All right, so you know how people ask, like, and this shit, motherfuckers shouldn't even ask this shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, well, how is Earl the A side, or how does Earl deserve more than 50-50 and all this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious, bro. It's obvious. But look, people talk all this crazy shit. I'm like, if you look at the numbers, the proof is in the pudding. Earl did over 350, 400,000 pay-per-view buys with Mikey Garcia. Did around the same number with Sean Porter. These people are supporting Earl Spence. This brother got real support. Real support. Even if Earl Spence fight for free on PBC, Fox, or whatever, the number's gonna be crazy. Y'all remember Bud just fought out right after the Heisman shit on ESPN. Think he did like 1 million, something like that, 1.2 million. Go back to when Earl Spence fought right after the Olympics when he fought Leonard Bundu. Earl Spence did 6.7 million views on free TV right after the Olympics. 6.7, and Earl wasn't even no big star then, bro. People was just getting wind. That was right before he won the belt versus Kell Brook. Bro did 6.7 million views. Earl got real support, dog. So what you mean you want 50-50? Your people ain't gonna support you like the folks gonna support Earl Spence. So you ain't bringing the same thing to the table. This shit's simple. And all these Bud fans talking all this shit, y'all don't be buying his pay-per-views. Y'all don't be buying his merchandise. Y'all don't be supporting Bud Crawford. That's why I put that video out when I said, are you really a Terrence Crawford fan or you just hate Earl Spence? I really wanted to know that the answer to that question, because it's a lot of people that just really be hating on Earl Spence, but they don't really support Bud. Because Bud really ain't got them supporters like that. If he had supporters like that, then Bob Arum would put that bread behind him, dog. That's just big facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just big facts, man. That's just big facts. But say, man, we been on this hoe going crazy, man. I'm finna go ahead and get out of here before we have some more weirdos and clowns and strange individuals come through this hoe. This the most peculiar. This shit was lit. But this the most peculiar Merlot Friday we'd have never had in this bitch, man. Hey, salute to everybody, dog. Hey, thank y'all so much for coming through. I really appreciate the love and the support. Everybody always showing love on Merlot Fridays. All the new subscribers that came through, we did get some new subscribers over the past week. Thank y'all so much for coming on through. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. We gonna keep dropping videos. We gonna keep killing shit. I think Clarissa Shields, she fight this weekend. I think she fight tonight, don't she? Don't Clarissa Shields fight tonight? Y'all let me know. Somebody put down in the chat, don't Clarissa Shields fight tonight? It's 8:11 Central Time. It's on now. Okay, bet. I'm about to watch that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about that shit after the fight. I'll probably drop a video tonight or tomorrow. So salute to everybody, man. Y'all have a good weekend. Thank y'all so much. Merlot Fridays, Contender Regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.